Welcome to this microlearning course on becoming a notary in Michigan. If you're here, chances are you're interested in becoming a notary, and that's a great place to start. But before we get into the process, take a moment to think about your why. Are you planning to notarize documents as part of your job? Are you thinking about starting your own mobile notary business? Have you noticed a need in your community and decided you want to help meet it? Do you want to pursue general notary work, specialize in loan signings, or eventually become an online notary? There are no right or wrong answers, but understanding your why matters. Your reason for becoming a notary can shape the kind of work you pursue, the training you need, and the level of commitment required to serve the public well. Being a notary is more than getting a commission. It is a position of trust and responsibility. Notaries are expected to understand their duties, follow state law, and perform every notarization correctly. Mistakes, shortcuts, or misconduct can lead to rejected documents, financial harm, and even legal consequences. That's why state-specific training is so important. To reduce risk and build confidence, it is strongly recommended that you get training specific to Michigan law and procedure. You should understand how to properly notarize, what you can and cannot do as a notary, and the legal consequences that can result from improper notarizations. As you move through this course, keep your why in mind. It can help guide your learning, strengthen your commitment, and remind you of the important role a notary plays.
What is a notary public? A notary public is an officer commissioned by the Michigan Secretary of State to serve as an unbiased and impartial witness on business, public, and other documents. The most common function of the notary is to prevent fraud by identifying the identity of a person signing a document. A notarization on a document certifies that the persons who signed a document personally appeared before the notary verified the signer's identity, and the signers personally signed the document in the presence of the notary. Notary commissions and governance. In Michigan, notaries are commissioned through and governed by the Office of the Great Seal, which is part of the Bureau of Elections in the Michigan Department of State. Notaries are commissioned in the county where they reside. However, a notary commission is statewide, and notaries are allowed to notarize anywhere within the state of Michigan. Notary commissions are 6 or 7 years ending on the notary's birthday. The term is not less than 6 or more than 7 years from the date of appointment. If your commission date is before your birthday in the calendar year, the term will be 6 years from your birthday. If your commission date is after your birthday in the calendar year, the term will be 7 years from your birthday. Qualifications to become a notary in Michigan. Applicants must be at least 18 years of age and live in Michigan or maintain a principal place of business in this state. They also must be able to read and write in the English language. They must be a citizen of the United States or, if not a U.S. citizen, show proof of the applicant's legal presence in this country. They must not have been convicted of a felony, misdemeanor, or violation as outlined in Section 41 of the Michigan Law on Notarial Acts, also known as MILONA. Non-Michigan residents may become a notary in Michigan when they demonstrate that their business activity requires them to perform notarial acts in Michigan, and they maintain or work at a principal place of business in the county where they are requesting to be commissioned. The following documentations when submitting their notary public application: a copy of out-of-state driver's license, a signed employer letter on company letterhead containing employee name, the company business address in Michigan, the nature of job assignment warranting the use of a Michigan Notary Public Commission, and the approximate length of time the applicant will be working in Michigan. The application process. Step 1. There are 2 ways to apply for a notary commission. The first is to begin your notary application online on the State of Michigan website. The other is to print the application from the state website and complete it by hand. Step 2. The state law requires notaries to obtain a $10,000 surety bond. This can be obtained through an insurance company or via the Michigan Notary Association. The cost of a $10,000 bond is approximately $50, and it will be good for your entire 6 or 7 year commission term. Step 3. You'll need to go to the county clerk in the county that you live in to file your bond and get sworn in. You may need to schedule an appointment, so check the county website before showing up. The clerk will notarize your bond and file it. This is very important. Ask the clerk for a copy of the notarized bond before you leave the office. Next, the clerk will issue you the oath of office. You will pay the cashier at the clerk's office a $10 filing fee, and you are on to the next step, which is sending your application to the Office of the Great Seal. You can upload your document and submit it online, or you can mail the application in. Online submissions are processed very quickly, often in the same day they are received. The state will run a background check, so it could take a day or so to complete processing. Mailed applications take longer, between 4 to 6 weeks to complete. You will receive an email notification when your commission has been approved. You can also check the state's Notary Services webpage to see if your commission was approved. This is where you will download your Notary Commission Certificate and Blue Notary Card. Do not start notarizing until you have confirmation that you are commissioned. If you are considering becoming a notary, you must be curious about how much money you could make. So let's talk fees and travel charges. The state law allows notaries to charge a maximum of $10 per notarization, which is each time the notary signs and stamps. If there is travel involved, you may also charge a reasonable travel fee, but the signer must agree upon the fee before the notary travels to meet the client. This is not a get-rich-quick type of job. If you do the hard work, learn the laws, market yourself to gain customers, you can make money being a notary, but it is not instant or overnight. You will need to consistently work to build and grow your notary business. Other important things you should know before proceeding. There are companies that charge notaries to complete the application process on their behalf. Don't pay them. This is something you can do on your own. The state of Michigan will not train you. Their directive is for you to read the state law. The problem with that is, it is written in legislative ease and can be hard to understand. The Michigan Notary Association highly recommends that you get some state-specific training so that you know how to identify signers, notarize, and handle tricky situations. You also need to understand the ramification and consequences for notarizing incorrectly. Penalties range from reprimands, revocation of commission, monetary fines, and/or imprisonment. The Michigan Notary Association offers training courses to Michigan notaries. MINA is a 501c3 organization dedicated to educating notaries. Classes are available on an a la carte basis, or you can join as a member. Visit their website at www.michigannotaryassociation.org for more details and resources. Let's recap. A notary is a trusted public official commissioned by the state of Michigan for 6 or 7 years. A notary's commission is statewide. You need to seek notary training on your own so you know what to do and how to do it. It's not a get-rich-quick profession, but with effort, you can make an income. If you have questions, you can reach out to the Michigan Notary Association for assistance. Thank you for watching.